Oh. You took the time to rotate the phone. Yes, it is. We did. Oh, hello, everyone. Good evening. That's why you're here, your CEO partner. Hello. You guys ready for spicy now? Hi, good evening, good evening. We are getting ready to start. Thank you. Very good. YouTube channel. Thank you, Toya and Tammy. So many different channels in the group. Thank you, ladies. You're welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Spicy Seasons Sisters podcast. This is episode number 21. Yes. We are so excited and ignited to be here. I'm just like so elated with everything that is happening. But before we actually begin, I want to introduce us. My name is Renette, aka the Next Level Chick. Oh, Latoya. Latoya Frazier, also known as your CEO partner. I'm simply Tammy, Spicy Coach. I'm Coach Bill Benson, your favorite certified cognitive behavior coach. All right, all right. And so just want to start out by we want to give some thank yous because we had an amazing party last Friday. It was called Moo Moo's, Munchies, and Margaritas. And when I say it went down, okay, it went down last Friday. The ladies showed up and showed out. We had the Moo Moo presentation, the Moo Moo stroll. I guess that's what we called it, the Moo Moo stroll. We also had the presentation of the munchies, and they were super good. Yes. And congrats to Harriet Williams, who won the awards for the presentation, because that did something. It was so good. Yes. And then we had so many performers last week. Oh my God. Like, it was really, really good. So if y'all missed it, whoo, shame on you. Y'all don't want to miss our next event that is coming up. It is happening on June 1st, and it is called Fedoras and Fire. And can I tell you it's about to be fire? June 1st. It's in Orlando, Florida. Orlando, Florida. Right behind that, the next weekend, we will be podcasting at the Woo Expo in Orlando, hosted by the Monique Nichols. Yeah. So we're super, super excited about that. And from there, we will be going to Las Vegas. And we are podcasting there, doing the Warrior Within. It is going to be amazing. That first one we did was like seriously amazing. And this one is going to be, I can't even say what it's going to be. Y'all just have to be there. Yeah. You have to be in the room and be in proximity. And from there, oh my God, we have what? We're going to Texas. Dallas, here we come. Dallas, Texas, to the Run Conference with Dr. Cass. Yes. Then from there, we are going to the cruise, the Spicy Season and Next Level Chicks cruise. And that's going to be amazing. We have a meeting on this Tuesday. For people that are still asking about it, you want more information, we will get that link in the comments for you. It's next Tuesday, 8:00 p.m. EST time. And then after the cruise, we have the Weekend of Greatness. It'll be stuff in between that because we've already gotten asked to come to Virginia, North Carolina. Like God is opening doors, windows, portals. When I tell you, you have to trust and believe in God's timing and what He's gonna do. When He said it, He will definitely make it happen. You just have to believe. Yes. And as we get into our topic tonight, we'll be moving to talk about that. And the other event we have a spicy Season Sisters holiday party.
Yeah. Definitely want to be there.
The first annual one. So y'all know that's gonna be December 19th.
19. Yeah.
Yeah. We just started like what 5 months ago.
Right.
And the progress and where we are so super excited and so grateful and so thankful to God.
Yes.
So last week, ooh, it was off the chain. All right. And so we are continuing. Last week we talked about stuck or scared, and this is part 2. The shift starts here. And so stuck, scared, those are not words that are really, really positive. But the thing that we talked about is a lot of people want to just keep going and keep going and keep going, and they're not facing and embracing what has really happened. How do you move forward if you won't even face what is happening? We must face and embrace and find solutions to move forward. We don't want to be stuck. Right. We don't want to be scared.
Right.
And we do not want to fall apart. And we continue to move in a space and place of being stuck and scared. Right. How do you think that that's going to end? I don't think that's going to be good for you. I think that it's going to just fall apart. So we want to make sure that we have discussed it. So tonight in part 2 of the Stuck and Scared Spicy Season Sisters, we're picking right up where we left off, but now it's all about the shift. We've named the fears and we faced the false narratives that have kept us bound. Now it's time to move. We have to take action. This episode is a blueprint for breaking cycles, reclaiming our power, okay? Taking courageous action, even when doubt still whispers and tries to take over.
Right.
We're going to explore what it really means to look like getting unstuck, to look like moving past fear emotionally, spiritually, professionally, and relationally,
yes.
And how to build momentum in the face of uncertainty.
Yes.
And the other thing we have tonight, y'all, some of our spicy squad that have been with us, they have a special invitation this evening to the Glow Up.
Yes.
When we get off of here, we have another whole session, and they'll be able to get on, ask questions, and we're going to make this thing really, really exciting tonight.
Yes.
So we want to dive right into it. So the first question that I have is, what does the role of perfectionism or the fear of failure play in keeping women from moving forward? What role does that play? Because perfectionism, so many people are looking for perfectionism, but are they really looking? Or is that really stuck? Is that really fear? So what role does it play?
Well, it basically holds you back. Because I'm a perfectionist. And I like things right. But what I've had to learn is while I'm trying to perfect something, I'm wasting time. And sometimes you just have to step out. And Latoya and I talked about it the other day. She just said, what, step out dirty or what?
Said we launching dirty.
Launch dirty. You know, we talked about it. And it makes sense. Why you're wasting time trying to perfect something. There is no perfection.
Right.
God's the only perfectionist. But you have to step out, get in there. That's how you learn your mistakes. You make mistakes, and that makes it better, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? A lot of people, done is better than perfect, because perfectionism is just a form of fear. It's just a form of being stuck. It's a form of being scared.
Right.
And so we don't want to be in that space and place. And if I really could tell you, like back in the day, we used to say play. That's what perfectionism is.
Yes.
It's play. It's a fallacy. It's not real. If you're looking for perfect, then you're going to be stuck in the same space and place.
Right.
Because what is the potential of you moving forward if you continue to look for perfect? Okay? We don't want to be perfect. We want to make progress. We want to move forward and turn that potential into the promise.
Right.
But as long as we're looking for perfect, it ain't happening.
Right.
So let's stop playing. Let's stop playing. Let's play. We grown now. We will grow. So we need to stop that play stuff. That's done and over.
Right.
And we need to get real so that we can make some progress
Right.
and move forward
Right.
from those issues that have been holding us back. It's just a form of fear.
And just based on what Renette said, there's a saying that you all may be familiar with, progress over perfection. And it goes back, Tammy was also saying, just getting it done, right?
Right.
So we all have the perfectionist in us, but sometimes making the progress will help us feel like we're being more accomplished.
Absolutely. I mean, I'd rather do something than nothing. Because I mean, perfectionism, you get stuck in analysis paralysis. You got to look up everything. You got to do everything. Martin Luther King said what? He said, take the first step.
Right.
That's what we have to do. We have to take the first step. So, but the perfectionism, again, we're just procrastinating. We're wasting time. And what I do know is that tomorrow is not promised. One day, someday, that's not on the calendar. We're busy being perfect. We busy doing nothing.
And remember, tomorrow's not promised to anybody.
Right.
So you gotta do it today and make a difference. Because and I know we wake up in the morning, first thing we hear is we lost somebody. And it was unexpected. So you have to jump in there now and start working and getting it done and working towards this product.
Yeah. One of the sayings that I said quite a bit, I don't remember where I got it from, but it's life is short, but it's the longest thing that you'll ever do.
Yeah.
Think about those things
Wow.
that you want to do that you haven't done.
Wow.
Life is short, but it's the longest thing that you will ever do.
Nice.
Stop procrastinating.
Nice.
And I will close in saying that, perfection is us co-signing our BS to not do something. We're co-signing the delay. We're co-signing the fear.
Right.
I've said this before on this platform that we will research and we will try to write notes and jot stuff down till we're blue in the face because it makes us feel like we're doing something, but we're not executing. We're not moving forward and staying motivated because we're co-signing the stagnancy, looking for perfection.
Right.
But you have to realize, in all honesty, you don't know what that looks like. None of us do.
Right.
None of us know what perfection looks like. So do what it is that you came to do and learn along the way. This is preparation for your power, preparation for the greatness. Stop co-signing your own BS.
Absolutely. And perfectionism is basically busyness. It's
Right.
busyness
Right.
instead of fruitfulness.
Right.
You busy. A lot of people love to talk about what they did. Everybody busy.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Can't
busy.
tell you what they
Trying to
did.
be perfect. But you busy
They
doing
busy
what?
though.
Nothing.
Staying stagnant.
Busy, right?
Busy lying to
Busy,
yourself.
right? Oh, the lies.
The lies. You have tangible stuff that you
Right.
can say that you've done. Because if you don't have something tangible and you can't see that progress of the way you move,
Yeah.
you might want it. We all want it. Everybody wants something,
Yeah.
but want is just a thought.
Yeah.
That is not taking action. And so perfectionists, that's what they do. They want it perfect, want it perfect. They want themselves out of what it is they really said they want.
Yeah. And don't confuse being busy with being productive.
No.
Because sometimes you can be busy throughout the day, and at the end of the day, you look at what you've done, you be like, what did I accomplish? What did I finish?
And you tired the same time.
Exactly. That part.
And you have no measurable outcome.
That's right.
So you've been kicking up dust all day and you ain't winning nowhere.
And listen, what is measured is what gets done. And we love to write these big, long 10 million to-do lists every day. It ain't did nothing. And then you write it the next day and the next day. And then you remember. That's the one right here. Oh, yeah, I like that phone call. Let me add that to the list. You did nothing. That's just to make you feel good.
Yes.
You're not trying to feel good, okay? That's the people that stay in that perfection.
Yeah.
Feeling good,
Mm-hmm.
that's not making it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feeling good for the moment.
Be
but
about
when
the
you
business.
actually
Right.
execute,
Right.
that's what makes the difference.
Right.
Wanting, that's one thing. Executing is another. The bottom line is get it done. Okay? Get it done. All right? How bad do you want it? That's what they say. How bad do you want it? We want it, but really? So the next question is,
Ross is
when shall What small manageable steps can someone take when they realize that fear is freezing them? What small manageable steps can you take?
Just like I did, just jump in, just jump in, just take the lead. I mean, I was the scaredest one in this group. I didn't know. I'm so laid back and to myself. When I stepped in, I just had to jump out. I had to just get in there. And finally I'm comfortable. And so sometimes you just have to jump out there. And that was what I had to do.
And jumping out means actually taking a step, actually making a move. And that's what we have to understand, that movement, you have to, that's action. And that's what changes things when we move. And one of the biggest things that I believe in, the small steps, is just even in your morning when you wake up. What is that first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning?
I pray.
And we have many people that pray, and that is amazing.
Yeah.
But we have people that continue to pray, but they don't understand that that is an action word. You can pray all day, but what they say, faith
Without works is bad. If you don't believe you deserve what you're praying for, then those are useless prayers.
Yeah.
You have to have a genuine heart. You take the small steps to figure out either you're gonna be scared and do nothing, or faith, do it in the midst of fear and do something.
Right.
Move yourself forward.
Right.
What can you do differently each day that a new mercy greets you in the morning? What is one step that you could do differently that day to move you forward? Because you already know what it looks like by not doing anything, by being frozen and stuck in and just staying in that space of stagnancy. And then you get lost in comparison and equalizing yourself to other people. You are not equal to any, you don't equalize yourself to other people, because your gift is yours.
Right.
It is up to you to do what is meant for you to do with it. So take the steps, write down the things that you are scared to do the most, and do one of those
Yeah,
things.
so what are one of those things that you do in the morning? I mean, and before, I mean, I a lot of people talk about morning routines, but I'm very big at night routines, because how you go to bed. I mean, did you write out a list before you got up? Because most of us wake up scrambling. You waking up trying to listen, first of all, to CNN, the constantly negative news, scrolling through Facebook instead of picking up that Facebook, reading that, and get with God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get with God. And then when you get with God, the first voice you should hear really should be your own. Thank you, God, for waking me up this day.
But guess what?
Yeah.
Instead of being in your routine, take 2 hours out of your day for you to work towards what it is you want to do. Get out of that routine, that stack, just doing the same thing the same way all day. Take 2 hours.
The small steps.
Yeah.
You know, like, what is that one small step that they can take when they wake up? That's why I said it's a step when you stop scrolling through Facebook in the morning.
Baby,
It's a step.
the rabbit hole.
You notice how
The rabbit
I'm
hole.
gonna replace Facebook when I'm gonna take time and I'm gonna talk to God. I'm gonna replace Facebook or not watching the news and write down the top 3 things that I need to do to move me forward today. I want to replace talking on the phone, because there's people that used to try to call me every morning early. I don't want to talk to nobody like that in the morning. I need to talk to God, and I need to talk to myself. I need to affirm who I am. I need to talk to myself and know that I'm worthy. I need to know that I'm enough. I need to know that all things are working together for my good. So I'm affirming myself. I'm praying. I'm talking to God. I'm looking over this list. Well, what do I have to do? And a lot of times, the small stuff is just get your stuff together, setting it by the door. Because if you wait in the morning when you get, oh Lord, well,
Looking for everything. Looking for everything.
So
That means you got to get your organization.
these
together.
are small, tangible stuff. We don't, sometimes we overthink and we get so big when we try to move past something, because we're talking about scared and stuck.
Right.
But a lot of times we stay stuck because we fail to plan and prepare. And so if you choose to prepare and you take those things right now in the comments, I want y'all to write down that one thing that you could do in the morning that could change your whole entire day. The one thing. And then maybe it's another thing. I have a series of things that I like to
Some
do.
people are just so, what is it? Addicted. Change your addictions.
Change your- You know what? And a lot of times, I did a live the other day when people wake up, oh, another day, another dollar. Lord, I don't feel like going to this job. So when you call out another day, another dollar, and you wonder why you still stuck and stagnant because you done said another day, another dollar. So now you about to get a little bit of money because that's what you called out. You speaking Latin, you speaking stuff. You speaking like I ain't trying to go nowhere.
Right.
And so we gotta also watch those words. We have to have words that will propel you, words that will excel you, not derail you.
Right.
Because many people are speaking words that are derailing their day.
Right, that's true.
And we always talk about, oh, let's command the day, let's command the day. What are you commanding? What are you
The
commanding?
same old thing you've been doing that
Absolutely.
day the day before.
One of the things that work for me, because I know myself and I know I need accountability, right? Because if I don't tell anybody about what I'm gonna do, those goals, if I just have them to myself, then if I don't meet the goal, if I don't have a deadline for the goal, no hard feelings, did nobody know but me. So I need that accountability. So I have several people, even like during the day or during the week, during the month, several people that, I co-work virtually with during the week. And we reach out to each other and say, hey, what are you working on today? Right? What's on your to-do list? So we follow up with each other in the morning by the end of our workday. Hey, how did your day go? Did you get those things done? Because at the end of the day, if I don't tell anybody, who am I hurting? You think you're not hurting anyone, but you're actually hurting yourself and not getting those things accomplished. So when it comes to just the daily task and projects and responsibilities, I have my accountability partners for that. When it comes to the larger things, if it's something that I'm doing, for the month, for the quarter, for the year, when we talk about what our goals are and things that we want to accomplish, I have accountability partners for that too, because I know that those people are going to hold me accountable. And they're going to say, hey, Latoya, how is XYZ going? How are you doing against those goals? So I know that I need to be doing what I have to do because I know they're going to be asking me about it. And I don't want them to be further in their goal and I'm still back where we were several months ago, right?
Talking about
Still
the same goal.
talking about the same goal. So I need to be able to talk about, how I've accomplished those goals and what are the things that I'm doing to accomplish those goals. And sometimes we have to pivot a little bit. So even if you don't meet certain aspects of the goal, you still need to be making progress. So I make sure I keep my accountabilities close because it's going to help me to continue to move forward.
I love it. Progress over the perfection.
Progress over
Progress over holding yourself back and you talking to somebody about it. And that's what people don't want to do a lot of times.
Right.
And half of the time, instead of really talking about that goal, you want to phone talking about foolishness.
Yeah.
Right.
And if people talking to you and wasting your time, that's one thing you can stop doing in the morning. Stop getting on the phone talking early in the morning. I mean, don't call me early to talk about nothing. I don't want to talk about nothing.
Listen, that's funny because a lot of people know that I'm very big when it comes to my boundaries. So I have my do not disturb comes on every night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it turns off at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to get in contact with me before then, you need to come. If you're not on my favorites list, then I'll talk to you tomorrow.
And the thing about it is, I understand that these are most often conversations that we don't want to have with ourselves because we really have to look ourselves in the mirror. If you're going to BS yourself, you can't be honest with anyone else. Your goals are going to continue to sit there and poke you in your spirit. You're going to continue to get tapped by that something that you say that keeps gnawing at you. Something is going to continue to be there. It's whether you're going to give it the energy that it needs to bring it to life. I understand it's difficult, but give yourself 3 things. Give yourself a chance, give yourself permission, and give yourself the opportunity to achieve your dreams. Do something different for yourself. I've been there where I'll continue to do the same old insane things from thinking about it, from writing it down. But when that something overpowered me, and I had to choose my power over stagnancy, procrastination, looking at what other people were doing. Don't get lost in looking at what other people are doing. They're functioning hopefully in their gifts.
Yeah.
You have to function in what's been given to you.
Yeah.
Take the time to write some of these things down that scare you
Yeah.
and get in a supportive community. get with your tribe so you can have what Latoya talked about, having that accountability
Right.
to cheer you on, but to also hold you responsible so that you could bring those dreams to fruition.
That's true.
And that's so important. I want to talk about this next question, which is part of what you talked about.
Mhm.
And how you always say when life's life back.
Absolutely.
But when the devil is talking, talk back. And
Right.
so you opening your mouth to talk to your accountability partners and your friends and your
Right.
tribe,
Right.
that allows you to have the headspace to hear the positivity,
Mhm.
to put out the thing that you want. You putting it out in the atmosphere.
Right.
Many times people just keep those thoughts in their head, and like you said, nobody's gonna know.
Right.
Mhm.
That's what you think, but the devil knows.
The devil
The
knows.
devil knows,
Yeah.
and so he wants to keep you stuck. When God made this earth, when God made the world, he didn't just think about it, he talked about it. Then God said, let there be light. He opened his mouth and then there was light. You gotta open your mouth and then there's your dream.
Right.
You gotta open your mouth and then there's your vision. But as long as you keeping it inside of you,
Yeah.
all kinds of weapons can form against you. Because that thing is gonna come in your head and tell you what you can't do, where you can go, who you can't be. So this question is, how does sisterhood and community support help break cycles of stagnation of fear? And Latoya just talked about that. Let's talk about some other things in sisterhood and that support. How it helps break that cycle.
Well, I mean, you think about with us, we have to make things happen and we have to make it work. So we all are held accountable to this, to Spicy Season Sisters. There is no lagging. There is no, I'll get to it. We have to diligently put the time in, put the work in. We can't afford to slack. We can't afford to not make it happen beautifully. We have to, I mean, that goes for you too. You have to write this stuff down. You have to make it happen. And Renette really holds us accountable. Okay. She has an outline. She knows, she comes and she boom, 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 boom.
Mhm.
We know where we fall in place. Okay. Latoya, she has her position. We come in and we let her do what she's gonna do. Okay.
Before she quit us.
Before she quit, right?
Don't put 'em, y'all.
Don't quit
Gail
us.
has her position and I have mine, so we have to make that oil chain. We have that chain has to be nicely oiled and you know.
Listen,
Oh boy.
you know what? Y'all, first of all, y'all, when we talk about the sisterhood and the community of support,
Mhm.
one of the things that this has helped me to do, because I wasn't the person, I've gotten better about it, but my mama said that, you know, you supposed to be strong, you never let them see you cry, you never let them see you weak, you never let them, and I have really learned, I was starting to move towards it, but this tribe right here has allowed me the vulnerability that I never ever would like let out and put out there. And y'all know straight there when I'm like, ooh. And that would have been one of my stuck moments. Because y'all know how I feel about my dad.
Right.
And all I got to do is hear one thing, see one thing, and I'm gonna break down.
Right.
And I immediately let y'all see and know what I was going through. But I've still been stuck to this. And that's one thing that stops, that used to just stop me for a minute.
Right.
Stop the consistency, stop the movement.
Right.
I push through it, eventually get back up. But now
Yeah.
I stay up because I have that tribe that's talking to me, that's moving me, that's girl, you got, and then I know that, you know what? They're gonna be holding me accountable. They're expecting me to come on with this agenda, this thing that I would normally do,
Right.
and how I'm gonna move. And so this week, I didn't stay stuck in it. And we had such a beautiful weekend. I mean, when we did our photo shoot and the party and everything. And so I just started thinking about all the great memories. And I mean, I thought about the memories and I love my dad and everything that happened. But I know he would want me to be happy. And the
Yes.
tribe that I'm around and surrounded with, they make sure I'm good. And so that's just a beautiful thing to me. And vulnerability, especially for Black women and brown women, is we're expected to be the strong woman. And we're not supposed to be vulnerable. We're not supposed to let our feelings show. But we need to do more of that.
Yes.
And you know what? It's not just about being a strong woman and I'm gonna be embarrassed if I cry. Mentally, that is so important. And so we have really learned to do that and embrace and we all handle the things different. Sometimes we have to breathe or whatever. And now that I'm around them, I feel like I can open my voice.
Yeah.
And I can talk because I've held stuff in so long. Now, baby, I just be spilling my.
No judgment here.
No, we listen
Zero.
and we
don't
judge. And I encourage women, to let go of the thought that we have to work at capacity and that we have to work wounded. And no matter how desolate and how tired and exhausted we are, that we have this one woman show disease and we think that we have to do everything
Yeah.
on our own. When we feel like we have daggers in our back,
Yeah.
we keep pushing and we suffer in silence and we fight unspoken battles. And I promise you, you do not have to do that. That is an ingrained belief. For whatever reason, we picked that up because we've seen it in our lifetime.
Yeah.
The strong women
Yeah.
that have raised us, the strong women that have invested and poured into us.
Right.
We've seen them do it.
Yeah.
We've seen them go through so now in hindsight as adults,
Right.
the things that I've learned about my mother that I never knew about as a child because she never let it show.
Mhm.
And I often wonder, now she's gone, I can't ask her, what was her support system like?
Right.
She had sisters,
Wow.
she had friends, but was she tapping in
Into-
to the support that was available to her? Because I promise you, when it was me, I wasn't. And it almost cost me my life. So please tap into embracing that. You don't have to do it at capacity and do it wounded. Please find your tribe. Spicy Squad, we are here.
Yeah.
Come in and join in the camaraderie and the support that we have in the Spicy Squad with Spicy Sisters podcast. We're more than just a podcast. This is a movement.
Yeah.
And this is a celebration of us doing it together. And we're greater together. And we're making it happen beautifully.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I want to take the time to acknowledge that May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes.
So, if you are struggling, you feel like, you need a lifeline. One of the things that I want to share that I wasn't aware of back in the day when I was going through my struggle, that, if you have, insurance, a lot of insurances do offer 3 to 6 sessions of free therapy. So if you feel like you need to talk to someone and you don't have anyone in your immediate circle that you can do so, check out it's called Employee Benefit Plan, EAP.
Employee Assistance
Yeah, there
Program.
you go, Employee Assistance Program. You don't have to struggle alone, right? So there's been so many times where we've done that, and as women, we talk about putting on our capes and wearing the S on our chest. I don't want to do all that. I just don't. And sometimes we just have to talk and get it out, right? So if you don't have anyone that you can talk to that's a support system, check out your employee assistance program so that you can reap the benefits and get the support that you may need.
Yes, and so we have we got our first set of stars. We got some stars.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the stars. We appreciate it. Hey, y'all. Hey, I love this. Miss Ella, you said you want to write down 3 things that you want to complete. Go back to writing down. Yes, every day to writing down those 3 things that you want to complete. That's really, really important. Yes, finding your tribe, that is a whole word. And it's a whole, like Gail just said, we're a movement. You're a force by yourself, but all of us together, we are a whole movement. And so at this spicy age, a lot of people would like to think that, okay, I got I got more days behind me than in front of me. So if you feel that way and you know that and you know you got those days in front of you, why don't you make the best of them?
Right.
Like the Bible says, your latter shall be greater than your beginning. So we want to make the best of them. We don't want to complain. We want to step up. We want to move forward and make the best of them. So I thank y'all for being a part and joining us. Go ahead and share it out. We love our spicy squad. So our next question is, what affirmations or mindset shifts have helped you move from scared to unstoppable? What affirmations or mindset shifts have helped you move from scared to unstoppable?
Okay, so this, this is gonna be out there, okay. I don't know if this is gonna be out there or not, a little off, but listen. Have you ever moved or changed your office around or your bedroom around, your bathroom, and you're so used to reaching and grabbing in a certain place and space for items, and now you've moved those items and shift them around, and so your muscle memory tells you to go here for them, and you get frustrated because you're used to getting it from here, but now you moved it over here. Well, that's a part of the process of making change and doing things differently, because eventually you'll get used to the new place you put whatever it was you were looking for. So I had to put that out there. Some people, you're talking about feelings and change, it's going to be different. It'll be a little frustrating, but eventually you do get to it. You just have to reach in a different spot to get there. So that's what's important in change. So don't be scared of change. Just make the change. Get used to and adjust to the new.
I like that. One of the things that I feel is really good, that I've gone back to myself recently. I mean, I always do a lot of journaling in the morning when I do stuff. I don't always do the same thing. I might journal. I might exercise. I might listen to something. I'm definitely always gonna pray. But one of the things that I really feel that I have done, sometimes we gotta take it back to the old school. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I move to go outside and I get myself grounded. I'm walking in the grass, I'm praying, I'm doing stuff. And a lot of times when I go back to the stuff, I think about the times where I was really successful and happy.
Right.
And what was I doing then? What did I do to make myself unstoppable? How did I pick myself up? And I go back to those times. And one of the things that really helps me is, as I have a whole, in my room, I don't have pictures on my wall. Like, most people have pictures they bought from the store. Baby, when I tell you my room and my whole house is affirmations, when you come to that door, you're going to see the next level house. No mediocre, okay? No average, no ordinary, no normal, no status quo. Next level only. I have lipstick on every single mirror in my house. And so one of the things I do, and it just makes me feel so good, I get up in the morning, I'm looking at this wall, I'm reading it all, I'm reading it. And then I'm going to the mirrors, I'm walking to the door, and I'm saying all this stuff. Right. And I'm feeling like, really, as I'm saying, I'm like, whoa, I'm super extra. So I feel excited. And then I make up my mind that I'm about to say these same things that I read all the way where I'm going. If I'm going to, insurance appointment, if I'm going to the school, wherever I'm driving, that's all I'm gonna say. Right. I'm gonna just say these things over and over. So as I say the stuff, I start to feel the stuff. Yeah. And I feel like it makes me feel unstoppable. I have to open my mouth and use my words because I feel like my words are so powerful. Like I said, my words are going to propel me. They're going to excel me. Right. And many times before, and especially when I'm in a bad space, those words were derailing me because I'm talking about I'm tired. I'm talking about, I'm so overwhelmed. Lord Jesus, I just don't even know. Oh God, I don't know one thing after. So, me watching my mouth.
Right. So instead of saying I'm tired, say,
well, I'm getting my rest. I need to rest. I'm going to rest. I'm not tired.
Right.
I'm resting.
Right.
And I go to bed now.
That's early.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody going to bed.
You hear that? I did.
I did.
Everybody gonna be gone.
The inside joke. That's me quitting them. I did.
I'll say,
Like an old lady.
but I will say, to speak to what Renette was saying, is that I've said this before, I've said it to my clients, I've said it to myself, I had to learn it for myself, that my thoughts, not just what you say verbally, but your thoughts render energy.
Yeah.
And your thoughts and your words are very loyal soldiers. They take orders very well.
They do.
So when you speak it, you are speaking to your warriors. So when you tell your warriors, you're not going to be able to do it, we're not going to win this battle, then they won't fight for you.
Right.
But when you speak to the warrior within, and there's more than one, speak life into the things that you want to see. Those warriors take orders and they march on and they don't look back.
Right.
Be very intentional
Right.
with the conversation that you have with yourself. The most important conversation that you have, no one hears it because it's happening up here.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
That is the most important conversation you're going to have with yourself because that's how you're directing yourself. That's how you're directing your energy.
Yeah.
You got to speak life into yourself. You got to already act as if you are in that position. You already have that particular thing. I work on it every single
I like this.
day. It's mindful.
Yes.
Be mindful because you are the author. You create the map for your journey. So when you end up somewhere, you like, how did I get here? Think about your thoughts. Think about your words. Think about the energy that you've been surrounding yourself with.
Wow.
Think about your energy that you've been giving to people that have been energy sucking you.
Yes.
You author, you are your GPS. So wherever you end up, you took yourself there.
And the GPS for me is the God provided system. GPS, because God is providing the system that I'm using. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people, they allow, y'all know we have about 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day. And people don't even like, God, no, I can hardly count that. But that's a lot of thoughts. And so most of them are negative if you really want to be truthful about it. And instead of us, a lot of people say, you know, the battle is in the mind.
Yes.
The battle is in the mind. And they continue to let this battle take over. And they get in the fight against themselves.
Right.
Because it's in your mind, then it moves from your mind to your mouth. When you start saying what you can't do
Right.
and who you can't be.
Right.
And I'm just this, and I'm not that.
Right.
And as you start to rehearse and do this over and over and over, now you have written a prescription
Right.
on your life.
Right.
Prescription is addictive because now you're gonna put yourself on some heroin,
Hey.
some ketamine, some oxycodone, some hydrocodone. Because if you keep telling yourself, I can't do that. Every time I turn around,
Right.
oh God, I'm not gonna win this today. Oh, she gonna get on my nerves, Lord Jesus. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this car. You are writing a prescription for what you want.
Right.
So instead of you writing a prescription for healing, you write a prescription,
Right.
okay, for addiction. Addiction to addiction to stuff. Addiction to being in a hole. Addiction to negative relationships.
Yeah.
And we got to change the prescription that we're writing for ourselves.
That's true.
We can't let the battlefield that's happening
Right.
continue to take us over. We gotta take it over.
Right.
We're not talking back enough. We're not talking to the right people enough.
Right.
Like Latoya said, she's talking to people every morning. We start conversations real early. Now somebody might say, "Good morning." You already know. But if we don't feel like talking back, we might not talk back. But when we talk back, we about to say something positive to each other.
Right.
So we're not about to say the negative stuff. And soon as somebody say, "I'm tired," I said, "What you said?" You know,
Exactly.
oh, you just need to what?
Yeah.
Get you some rest. Don't let me say I'm overwhelmed,
Right.
because baby,
Hey.
I can't say nothing like I don't need to say it because we're not doing that with each other. You know, and that's the tribe you need.
Mhm.
Somebody that's gonna put you in the space and place. I don't do negative, low-level conversation. That ain't nothing I do, especially at this big age. I'm trying to do something different, something better. And if you ain't trying to do nothing better, baby, what's the problem? What is the problem?
Good question.
So,
Like, what?
yeah, but what?
Wait, but why come?
Why come?
There you go.
The only thing I might have a little issue with, but it's okay because Burma over there.
That's why you are. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Burn over there talking to nobody but herself.
What is up with that?
Burma need to be facing me, but anyway, y'all know how I am. I'm the cold friend.
Baby,
Okay.
honey, Bernie is not nice.
They all hot and
That's Renee's friend. I got a little fan over here. Thank you, Tan.
Well,
this shit out there, Burma.
Burner is a burning me the hell up.
I know.
And I'm cold.
And this thing ain't helping me. I need to cook more than I need burn.
And Vernon's on my back.
Burning you up.
Back to the study. Let me keep the people on track. What do you think stuff feels safer than risking something new, even when we're unhappy? But I am stuck to burn.
Read the question again. I don't go back.
Y'all know burn go everywhere with me.
Y'all see what I have to put up with?
Lord, today.
Pray for me, y'all.
Let's
They
try to
gave my heater burn. And I take the heater everywhere. People who else I go to, that's my friends, they have this heater waiting.
Could be a strip show. I'm trying to drink, but
Don't let me forget this. Let me get them back on the
take two.
They're trying to hate on my burn. Why do you think stuff feels safer than risking something new, even when we're unhappy? So why does stuff feel safer than risking something new?
Well, one thing that I'll add is that sometimes we get in our comfort zone. It feels uncomfortable to move outside of that. So sometimes we stay stuck because we have the fear of moving forward, because the fear of the unknown, right? You're comfortable, and I'll use an example. Some people have been in the same job, same position for multiple years because they are comfortable there. And although they may want to advance in that career, they're comfortable, right? And they'll stay stuck, stale, and stagnant, as Renette would say, because it's comfortable.
But truly, is it comfortable? Because they go to that same comfortable space and place. Every time I turn around, oh, she get on my nerve. I don't feel like looking at her this morning. I'm about to put up with this today.
Right.
But you
putting up with it.
you
20 years
comfortable.
later.
You say you're comfortable, but you're really uncomfortable. So why not go do something new? Why not find that way to step out?
Could be-
Small steps.
But it could be fear.
It is fear. Some people, well, first of all, it depends on the person's situation too, okay? Support system is one,
Resources.
resources,
But-
and the lack of know-how. But with all this technology and all these people speaking and talking and all this stuff available to us, it takes one click Google to find out information and to move forward. You be working on this stuff at home. People don't know what you're doing at home, but you're building you when you're at home.
And we can make excuses all day. Like you said, you go click something at home and you don't have to talk to people about what you're doing. And okay, so you might not have, so you say you don't have the resources. So you say that you don't know this, you don't know where to go, what to do, and you feel the fear. But I bet you if there's something wrong with your child, you're gonna feel the fear, you're gonna move forward anyway. why won't you do it for yourself? You would do something new for that child. If they tell you they want to do it,
Right.
you about to make it happen. You gonna do something new for that man. But you won't do something new.
Girl, corns back. She's stepping on toes tonight.
You would do it for the man, and you would do it for the church, and you can't do it for yourself. What does that tell you about you? What does that tell people about you? That tells them how to treat you.
So they make things happen that they want to make happen.
True. Well, because it takes this is the thing, and I'm gonna speak about myself because I'm not gonna be telling y'all about y'all stuff. I know about me. When you see who you are, and it's not who you thought you were. When you get a glimpse and you get to spend time with yourself, what my grandmother used to say is, you shouldn't be scared to smell your own self. If you smell your own self and you stink to you, then you stink. And when you see the pieces of you that you don't like, it is up to you. What are you going to do about it? That's because we're going to meet parts of ourselves that we don't know,
Yes.
that we're not familiar with,
Yes.
that we're afraid of.
Yes.
But it's up to you. It's a choice. It's one decision can change your life either for the better or for the worse.
Yeah.
It's a decision that you have to make. The threshold of change is very thin. I met a part of me that I didn't know, and I didn't like it. And I had to figure out, is it worth it for me to change that? Am I going to make the decision to change that? Because I already know what it looks like, and I said this whole by not doing it.
Yes.
And once I got on the other side, I crossed that threshold. I had to some stuff you got to teach yourself how to do about yourself. Spend that time to get to know you. It's so many different levels to you that you haven't even met. You haven't even tapped into, but you haven't given yourself permission to do it. You haven't given yourself a chance to do it because you're afraid to meet the perfect stranger. You scared of what you worry about what your family gonna say, what your friends gonna say. But this is the thing, you worry about people who ain't hardly much worried about you.
But when you do it and you make it,
Oh, here they come though.
here they come.
Here
They're on
come
your
though.
bandwagon, so you might as well do it anyway.
Do it for
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. That's people always will do it for other people. They can be scared. They don't have the money. But I
Yeah.
tell you, when the other people need it, they find the money. When them
Yeah.
children need to get this
Yeah.
or that, or they missing something, you get it.
Right.
But you can't find it for yourself. Them
Right.
kids sick, you gonna take care of them. That man sick, you got him too. But you gotta have yourself. But we're scared when it comes to us. We don't want to move forward. We cannot live like that.
it? Do we think we deserve it? This is the thing. What is your value card? Do
Right.
you know what your value is? Do you believe that you have value or you
Right.
add value into this world?
Right.
Because you do. But if you don't believe it, what is it?
But then we go and we support our friends.
Yeah.
We show up at everything they're having.
Yeah.
And we all have ideas and we want to do, but we're out to supporting everybody else.
To derail from what we
And we're not doing it for ourselves. We just giving all that support. And when you're giving them all your support, you're doing nothing for yourself, but you're just showing up just to be somewhere and just to say you worth more. What is that about?
And let me tell you what it's about.
Give yourself the same
Why
that you're
not
giving
you?
out to your friends and to somebody else.
Why not?
And,
you?
and the thing about it is,
Why not you?
you say you want it, and that's good. We talked about that today. Everybody wants it.
Right,
But the problem is you going showing up to everybody else stuff
right.
and you want something yourself. You
Right.
want it, but you don't expect it. And so that's why you keep on going and moving and doing the things for everybody else.
Right.
Because you're not expecting it to happen for you.
Right.
This thing right here that we doing, we don't just want it. We expect it. So we're executing, we're moving.
Yeah.
And when we want something, we can't just want it. That's not enough to want.
Action.
One ain't never move nothing. One ain't
Action.
never happen.
Action.
Action is what moves the needle. When you make the decision to say, I want it, then you must be willing to do what others won't so you can have what they don't.
Right.
And when you're not willing to make those moves that you need to make,
Yeah.
you just want it. That's in your hand.
Like the face cook.
Yeah,
Nobody wanna die.
what is one doing for you? One is in your head.
Yeah.
You gotta get outside of your head. You gotta get outside of yourself. And one of the things that you can do as you think about your goal, your vision, and your dream, it has got to be bigger than you. Because like I just said about the children or this or that, we're gonna get up. We're gonna move for them. So what is that dream, that goal, that vision, even though you stuck or scared,
Right.
that's bigger than you? Because when you understand it's bigger than you, then you have to step out.
Yeah.
Because other people are depending on you.
Yeah.
And you're necessary.
And one thing I want to share, we talk about stuck and scared, and then I want to share a story that back when I was in corporate, one of my managers shared with me. There was someone that was reporting to her that she thought had a lot of potential to move to the next level within his career. And she had talked to him in terms of performance, and he had mastered everything in that current role. And she had talked to him about, different advancements, and he was content with what he was doing, but she wasn't content. She was like, no, he needs to be doing something else. So she took it upon herself to recommend him for other roles within the organization. And when he found out about it, he was upset with her because he was content. He was comfortable. He wasn't interested in moving forward. So you have to think about that also, because she saw the potential in him. I don't know if he didn't see the potential in himself, or he was just stuck, comfortable, or whatever you want to call it. But sometimes we see the potential in others and they don't see it in themselves.
We can't want it better than the person.
Yeah, I get it all the time. I can't want it more for you. You want it for yourself.
They want it
Yeah.
for you.
So, basically, ladies, gentlemen, it's just time to glow up. It's time to make things happen, and it's time to step out and dare to dream and make those dreams come true. And I've learned so much about myself these last 5 or 6 months that it's unbelievable. And I knew I had the potential. I was sitting on it. Now I'm looking at everything that it can be done. So make it happen beautiful.
Yes.
That's
No,
a
guess
good
what?
thing.
Yo, those people that have the glow up link, we cannot wait to see y'all. Y'all get to ask questions. We're gonna have us a great time. Thank y'all for the compliments, for the
Thank y'all so
spicy hat. Thank you, Monique, for
Thank you, Monique.
and yeah, we went and grabbed them and we got them and we love them.
And we love
Fedoras are our thing, but we like these.
We like
we love
too.
these.
We love these.
They taste spicy.
Absolutely.
Let me go to the camera so they can see him a little closer.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Time for her close up, baby. It's
Oh,
time
wait.
for close up.
Y'all close up me.
We spicy, y'all.
We are spicy.
Yeah.
You all have gotten something from this because it is, even though we made light of this, but this is a heavy subject.
It is.
And it's not, like I said, we didn't get on here to be negative. We got on here because we want you to face and embrace whatever situation you have that you don't like. You have the ability to change it,
Right.
but you have to make a decision and you have to take action.
True.
So when we face and embrace those things that we don't like, we give ourselves an opportunity to change it. And success does not happen alone. We don't take it lightly that you have joined us. We thank you. We appreciate you. And next week we'll have the link out so y'all can join us for the glow up.
Yeah.
And the glow up is when you come on afterwards for about 20 minutes or so. And we recap and answer questions and do some coaching because we're all spicy coaches.
Baby.
And so, yeah, we like to say thank you for joining us and make it happen what?
Beautifully.
Y'all have a great one.
Have a good night.
Good night.
See you at the glow up.
That was in unison.
I'm tickled.
Gotta have some shenanigans.